just about a few blocks away from the Denham Springs Town Hall, and just take a look at this damage that we're seeing right now. This is very close to the Antique District. I mean, just look at that, this Denham Springs machine shop. Look at the roof of that building. Hurricane Ida's winds just pretty much ripped it apart. Police tell us that this may have involved at least 6 teenagers, and get this, the crime scene inside the store is at least 16 aisles wide. Where the Port Allen Fire Chief actually tells me, I'm going to step out of the way, that a car is in the canal. They're actually looking for a driver who apparently ran off after crashing in the canal. Our electric crews are here on Duff Road trying to restore some power. Let's take a live look right now. This is our road cam. As you can see, there's some crews still out here working to restore power. That thief literally took a huge rock, slung it through this window right here to get inside the business. All you can see right now is a piece of plywood holding it up. While the folks over at FRC are very pro Second Amendment, they're also very pro training. I think the word of the day is what if. What if East Baton Rouge Parish Schools could model some of the award-winning programs offered by the schools in Miami? And just take a look behind me. As you can see, power lines are just wrapped in trees, just showing you pretty much the strength of Hurricane Ida's winds as they rolled through Livingston Parish this week. 5 juveniles escaped from the Juvenile Detention Center earlier tonight. 4 of them escaped in a vehicle, and 1 of them is escaping on foot. As you can see here, I'm going to show you guys the scene. Mr. Ramus, he's actually going to join us here right now. He lived through this experience. Mr. Ramus, how are you doing this morning? What's going through your mind?
Doing fine. It was just pretty much scary.
That counseling center is just behind me. Investigators tell us that a man pulled out a gun. He originally shot a woman first and then turned the gun on himself. On March 17th, Baton Rouge reported its first case of the coronavirus. It's sort of hard to really see the work being done behind me with this fence right here, but it is happening. And this is such a historic day for Baton Rouge because this was considered the mall here since the 70s. So let's say you don't have something like this fancy tourniquet. You can use something like a t-shirt or some cloth and just make sure that you're starting to stuff that wound and make sure that you keep stuffing and then apply pressure on it. The vaccine tourists are people who want to take advantage of vaccine requirements in other states, like Mississippi, where if you're 16 to 64 and have chronic health conditions, or just even if you smoke, you can get a COVID-19 vaccine. Well, the victim told jurors she has no recollection of what happened early that morning in 2014. She says it's hard to even stomach watching the video. We do know that a Livonia police officer and a Point Coupee Parish Sheriff's deputy were the people who responded. Do we know their condition? Were they hurt?
Fortunately, they were not injured during this incident.
The strongest hurricanes ever. It's got to be stressful for your deputies, but you guys are prepared, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is what we sign up for. This is what we do.
Is that your biggest fear, that you may go back and there's nothing there?
I'm worried it might be just pieces of it laying around when I get back. And I really don't have anywhere else to go.
Compared to last year, the flu numbers are just down tremendously.
Absolutely. I can't emphasize enough that we're just really not seeing it.
Mayor, is there any ongoing discussions to use big event places like maybe Tiger Stadium or even the PMAC?
You know, we're certainly open to those sites.
I think a lot of people across the state view the Attorney General as someone who is anti-vaccine. Is that the case?
Absolutely not. I mean, he's not anti-vaccine, nor am I.
Do you think that this is the most important issue pressing Baton Rouge right now?
So it's probably not the most pressing issue, but we're behind the curve.
And I done broke my foot and fell and busted my hand, but I can do it. I'll put gloves on, I'll get out here and help.
She does not have insurance, and she's called practically everyone, including FEMA, for help, with no luck. Why'd you call Channel 9?
Because y'all was my last resort. I didn't have nobody else I could call.
But this time, the owner's best friend caught the whole ordeal on video.
No! 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 You cannot just take that! Move, girl! This is a small business!
The city parish has put up this fence behind me to try and deter people from crossing into the construction zone while the bridge is being replaced. When you mix alcohol in college students, there's always a small chance that something could go wrong.
You know, obviously there were some videos circulating on social media.
The 4.5-year-old Doe skipping temperature checks and clearly not wearing a mask.
This sign is one of the things that is part of Montrell Jackson's legacy.
It's just 7 words.
He said, "Please don't let hate infect your heart."
But those words mean a hell of a lot more to Catherine Robillard.
And I think it's a lesson that we're still trying to learn today.